Hi, we're back, and in my previous video we showed you how to remove a hydraulic hose, a steering hydraulic hose off of my Simplicity lawnmower, and now we're going to show you how to put a new one on. And I went to a local shop in town and had this one made based off the old one. It took them about 5 minutes, but it also cost $48. So the last hose, as you remember, had a pretty good rub mark right in this area, and it was leaking right there. So this time I went and I got a 89-cent piece of rubber hose. This is actually like radiator hose, and I'm going to install that over the hose to prevent that from happening again. So this one will hopefully last a really long time, hopefully as long as the mower. What I've done is this is a 3/8 inch hydraulic hose, and I just bought a I think it's a half inch or 3/4 inch rubber hose to put around it, and then I'm going to fasten it with zip ties, and that should hold it there, and we shouldn't have a problem again with it leaking. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to thread the hose back through the firewall. And it's a pretty simple task. Just put it up over through here, and the hose went up and around. It follows this other hose here that's to the other side of the hydraulic ram that's used to control the steering. And just manipulate it through, and then we're going to put it back up. It went behind this hose here, and then it connects right here. And as you remember, we removed this other line here in order to get to this one. So just going to put it on finger tight for now, and I'm going to go ahead and tighten this up with the wrench once I get it started, and then we'll be ready to put the other parts back together. Okay, we've got the new hose on, and then I went ahead and I reinstalled the old hose. Remember, we had to take that one off in order to get that one on. So anyhow, that's all back together now. It's just going to be putting the dash back together, and it has those 4 bolts, and I'll go ahead and I'll do that now. When we come back, it should be done. Okay, as you see, we've got the dash back in. We've got the connector back on, and that rascally little wire tie I put back around the appropriate hoses and everything, so it's back on and ready to go. The last thing is just attaching this fitting down here onto the ram, and once we have this done, then we should be able to start it up and give her a whirl. Again, you don't have to prime anything or anything with this hydraulic system. You just have to basically turn it on, and the pump will do the rest. It'll fill it up and prime itself and get rid of any air in the line. So it's a rather simple system. Okay, everything's back together. Now we're just going to check for leaks. We're going to have to start it up, run a few cycles of the steering, and see if that resolved our problem. Give it some choke there, turn the key on. Oh, don't forget the throttle. Alright, looks like everything's good. There's no leaks. System's all ready to go. All we have to do now is just mow the yard. See you next time.